We're in Clayton County, Georgia for a traffic hearing. On the night of August 15th, 2025, Officer Cisneros was stationed at one of the county's highest priority enforcement intersections, the I-675 southbound off-ramp at Anvil Block Road. It was dark, it had been raining, and when Tommy Wayne Mashburn's white Ford F-150 came down that ramp, Officer Cisneros said he saw enough to hit his lights and issue a citation for running a red light. Under Georgia law, failing to obey a traffic control device carries points against your license and can impact your driving record. But in a traffic hearing, the state carries the full burden of proof, and until that burden is met with actual evidence, a citation alone proves nothing. Mashburn chose to fight it.
Sir, Tommy Wayne Mashburn. All right, so Mr. Mashburn, this is the case 2025 TK 18087. You're before the court for a traffic violation. Mr. Brooks, your officer, you're calling Officer Cisneros, is that correct?
That's correct, yeah.
Officer Cisneros, raise your right hand for me again. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir. So, Mr. Mashburn, the state is going to present their evidence first because they have the burden of proving the case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You may also testify if you wish to, but nobody can make you testify or make you give up your right to remain silent. If you're going to offer testimony, please wait until the appropriate time where I can swear you in and go over your right to remain silent with you. And so you've observed a couple of these trials, so you're kind of familiar by now, I hope, with how this procedure works. You can ask the officer questions about his testimony, his knowledge of the events that occurred, his investigation, but please don't make any statements about what you know, you feel, you saw, you think occurred, okay? All right, so Mr. Brooks, your witness.
Yes, ma'am. Officer Cisneros, if you would state your name for the record.
Roberto Cisneros, that's correct.
Were you so employed on August the 15th of 2025?
That's correct.
The area of Anvil Block and I-675 southbound off-ramp, is that within Clayton County?
It is.
Is that an area that you have done traffic enforcement before?
That's correct.
Is there a traffic light in that area?
Correct.
Now that traffic light, is it at the top of the off-ramp?
Correct.
On August the 15th, 2025, approximately 8:30 at night, 8:35 at night, do citation to one Tommy Mashburn for failing to stop at that traffic control device?
That's correct.
How did that come about?
I was sitting in the intersection of Anvil Block Road and 675 South. I observed Mr. Mashburn failed to yield and stop at the intersection, and he ran the red light. I was sitting in the intersection of Anvil Block Road and 675 South. I observed Mr. Mashburn failed to yield and stop at the intersection, and he ran the red light while exiting 675 South ramp onto Anvil Block Road.
Now, when he failed to stop at that red light, did he go straight through the red light? Did he turn right? Did he turn left? Do you recall?
He turned left, coming out of the exit, and the light was red, going eastbound on Anvil Block Road.
Now, on that day, were you in your patrol vehicle?
That's correct.
Okay, and how's your patrol vehicle equipped?
With a camera.
The camera, how does it activate?
It activates once I initiate the lights and siren.
And the footage from the camera, where is it stored?
It is stored on an iCloud.
And do you have access to that cloud?
I do.
And do you have the ability to manipulate or alter any videos that are stored in the cloud?
No, sir.
Do you have view-only access?
That's correct.
On August 15, 2025, approximately 8:35, was your camera in good working and operating order?
That's correct.
On that date, did you actually record the failure to stop at the red light via your camera?
Yes.
One moment, investigator Curie, if you could cue the video of this particular incident.
I'm just waiting for it to publish. If you give me a second.
Not a problem. While we're waiting on the footage to load, Officer Cisneros, when you executed the stop on the vehicle, how did you identify that driver?
By him providing me his license, and I was able to identify Mr. Mashburn with it.
And the individual that you see in the courtroom, is that the individual that you stopped on August the 15th of 2025?
That's correct.
And to be clear, the vehicle that he was driving, was that a Ford F-150?
That's correct.
And the color of that vehicle, was it white?
Yes.
Okay. The time of day that this incident occurred was what time?
It was around 2000 hours. I have to look back. It was on 20. I issued at 2035.
And so that's approximately 8:35 in the evening.
8:35 in the evening.
At this time of year, was there light out or was it dark?
It was dark. That's one of our areas, high prone accidents, and my goal is to prevent accidents at the intersection.
Okay.
Did you have any other witnesses or testimony to present?
Not at this time, yeah.
All right. So Mr. Mashburn, the video, we're awaiting the video. I'm willing to wait for the video if you wish to examine the video before you make a statement. Otherwise, if you wanted to make a statement, you're not required to, then I could take your statement now and then we could review the video once the officer testifies. So it's up to you.
To view the video.
Okay, come closer to the microphone or speak up for me, okay?
I do want to view the video.
Okay, so we'll hold on a minute. Hold on for a second. I'll be right back.
Tried to put in a request for
Investigator Curie, if you play the first 5 to 10 seconds of the video. Let me stop the video. Stop the video, please. Is this your video, Officer Cisneros?
That's correct.
Would you say it's a truthful and accurate depiction of the incident as it occurred on the incident date, August the 15th, 2025, approximately 8:35?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, at this time, same move to evidence will be marked as State's Exhibit number 1.
All right, Mr. Mashburn, you're okay with us playing the video, is that correct?
correct.
All right, go ahead. Video will be admitted.
Start from the beginning, Investigator Curie. And Officer Cisneros, what exactly are we looking at?
I'm currently in the gorge in the center lane, and I'm observing traffic exiting from the ramp. And if you can see the light on to the right, it is completely green at the moment.
Okay. And so the light that we're looking at is to the right corner of the video. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And the vehicles we're watching are coming from the left-hand side of the video. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay.
And the light's red.
Is that a white F-150?
That's correct.
Is that the vehicle that you stopped at, that the driver was Mr. Tommy Mashburn?
That's correct.
Okay. No additional questions at this time.
Go back, investigator or Curie, and play it at the from the time that the light turns. All right, go ahead. All right, Mr. Brooks, did you have anything else at this time?
Nothing from State, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Mashburn, did you have any questions of Officer Cisneros?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay, you said it was on the conditions of the day. What was the weather like?
Cloudy.
Okay, and you say it doesn't mention here daylight, darkness, but I see now that it is cloudy, relatively. Cloudy, relatively. But on here it says dry. Had it not been raining that day?
It might have, but during that time I put dry, or it might have been my error not to put the correct one.
Well, if it wasn't raining, it's dry.
Well, it had been raining that day, so but still yet the fact that there was no mention of what time of day that it was. The officer seems to be moving forward prior to me even being seen in the video. So he had had been at that light several times and knew that, was preparing for somebody to come through.
Okay, well, are you that somebody? I'm confused. Are you asking Officer Cisneros a question?
Yes, I am. I'm asking, is it customary to pull forward and then, what is the words? Anticipation of somebody coming through that light?
I wanted to make sure that my camera capture the correct light, so that I have this in an event that somebody wants to contest it. I have it for proof.
And how long had you been waiting for somebody?
How long have I been waiting? Several
Yes.
cycles, sir.
Excuse me?
Several cycles.
Several cycles. Okay. And how long have you been working that day?
8-hour shift.
8-hour shift. Okay. Okay. All right. No further questions.
All right. Any additional questions for Officer Cisneros, Mr. Brooks?
Not from state, Your Honor.
All right. Does the state have any additional witnesses or testimony to present?
The state is not, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Mashburn, did you wish to present evidence and testimony, or did you wish the court to make a decision based on the evidence and testimony that has been presented?
I wish to testify.
All righty. Raise your right hand for me.
It's hard for me to raise my right, so I have to do
Okay,
it.
as far as you can. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true?
Yes, I do.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir. You understand that you are not required to make any testimony at this time.
I do.
You have a right to remain silent.
I do.
Go ahead and tell me what you wish me to know.
At the particular time, you see the salsa truck, a car in front of me. That was hindering my sight of the light as I proceeded through. It was very heavy in traffic that night. So I did proceed through on the assumption that it was green. As I pulled through, it did turn red, and I did not notice, but I was.
Mr. Brooks, did you have anything at this time?
I do.
Go ahead, sir.
Mr. Mashburn, you've been driving for over a decade, correct?
Correct.
And you're familiar with the rules of the road, correct?
I am.
And if I were to ask you, what does a red light mean? You would say that it means stop, correct?
Yes.
A green light is suggest to go, that you're clear to go. Is that right?
As I stated, the light was obscured by the double piggyback truck.
Okay. I understand that. But a green light suggests that you're clear to go, correct?
Correct, sir.
And a yellow or amber light suggests that you're preparing to stop. Is that correct? You're slowing down.
That is correct. Proceed
Okay.
with caution.
Proceed with caution. Now, you would agree that when you're entering into an intersection, whether the light is green, yellow, or red, you should proceed with caution, correct?
That is correct. I also had a very incentive to drive with care. That's the reason why this is more upsetting than because I had a 5-year-old child in the car with me. We were headed to Walmart, which is right down the road.
Okay. And you would also agree that if you're driving behind a vehicle that obstructs your view going into an intersection, that's not when you want to enter into the intersection not knowing what the light is, correct?
Well, when I moved to the right slightly to make sure that and I saw that it was green. And then I proceeded to move back over to make sure that I was in line with the vehicle in front of me.
Mm-hmm. And the vehicle in front of you, immediately in front of you, was not the truck, the semi truck, correct?
No.
It was another vehicle that was immediately in front of you, right?
Yes.
And you would agree that there was some distance, maybe 25, maybe 50 feet worth of space between you and the vehicle in front of you.
Like I said, it was obscured. I could not see it.
So with an obscured view of the intersection, you would agree that the best thing to do is slow down as opposed to speed up into the intersection, correct?
That is correct, but I wasn't moving that fast to make it through.
Okay. Yeah. All right. No additional questions at this time.
All right. Anything else, Mr. Mashburn?
No.
All right. Anything from the state?
Nothing from the state, yeah.
All right. So based on the evidence and testimony, the court is going to find you guilty, Mr. Mashburn. Had you been directly behind the Sala truck, I probably would have found in your favor because it is hard to see When you're talking about a tractor trailer, the trailer part can obscure your vision of the light, even though if you understand that your vision is obscured, it makes sense to slow down until you can see the light and then proceed based on whatever light you see. So if the solid truck is obscuring your vision, you slow down behind it, wait at the intersection until it turns or until you can see the light again, and then you proceed. But in this case, the tractor trailer and an SUV had fully turned before you started to enter or were turning before you started to enter the intersection. So there was no obstruction of the light from your point of view, sir. So I'm going to find you guilty of the offense. Does the state have a sentence recommendation?
$100 fine, yeah.
All right. So, Mr. Mashburn, the fine is $100. It'll be $153 with the surcharges. You can pay today, or I can give you additional time, up to 60 days to pay if you need it.
And I ask for a reduction for the fact that I am on disability and I'm barely making it as it is.
That's up, Mr. Brooks.
I'm sorry?
He wants a reduction based on disability.
Although I'm sympathetic towards the request that we're past the time for negotiating.
All right. All right. Well, sir, the most I can give you is the 60 days to pay. So what I'm going to ask you to do is go downstairs to the second floor. You're going to get your information from the state court clerk's office on the second floor, the traffic division. They'll give you your paperwork. They'll tell you how to pay in person at that window or how to pay online or by phone, and just do so within the 60 days. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Mashburn walked out of that courtroom owing $153 in fines and surcharges, with 60 days to pay. But a guilty finding on a red light violation in Georgia carries consequences that go well beyond what he paid that day. Under Georgia's point system, running a red light adds 3 points to your license, and drivers who accumulate 15 points within a 24-month period face an automatic suspension. That conviction also becomes a permanent part of his driving record, which means insurance companies now have grounds to reassess his premiums. The real cost of that intersection decision runs a lot deeper than the fine. His request for a reduced fee, due to how long the proceedings took, was denied on the spot. Courts simply don't have the authority to discount fines for inconvenience. Mashburn's case is now closed. If you've ever fought a traffic ticket in court or know someone who has, drop it in the comments. And if you want to see more cases where the dash cam ends up being the deciding factor, make sure you're subscribed, because we cover these every week.